Researchers from Texas Tech's Department of Plant and Soil Science are using a $500,000 grant from the government to study how we here in West Texas can farm sustainably while also helping reduce our carbon footprint. KAMC's Koczera has a lot more on this.
There are lots of interesting things about the pastures going on out here that we think contributes toward ecological benefits.
On this pasture and New Deal, Texas Tech researchers are finding sustainable and profitable solutions, especially as droughts pose challenges for farmers and ranchers.
We are looking at grazing systems, forage crops, pastures that do not need to use so much water for irrigation, so we're cutting back on the irrigation, but that can produce cattle profitably.
This project, backed by the USDA, will help conserve resources like water and reduce carbon emissions.
We're trying to find out how we can optimize the way that bacteria are able to consume one of the more detrimental greenhouse gases. In this case, it's methane.
And it all starts with the grass.
We've been looking at growing grasses, especially a perennial grass called Old World Bluestem, which is quite drought tolerant, very hardy, persistent grass, and also adding alfalfa to it.
Grasses like alfalfa and other legumes add nitrogen to soil, helping retain water and nutrients.
These bacteria living on the roots capture nitrogen from the air, feed it to the alfalfa plant. The alfalfa plant grows well and a lot of protein in there.
Nitrogen-adding plants help reduce methane from cattle, a major contributor to greenhouse gases.
Nutrient cycling by those invisible microbes helps reduce the production of methane and maybe even consume some of that methane into the soil with the least trade-off in terms of extra carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide emissions.
Cattle raised on this diet also gain weight faster, making it profitable for ranchers with less money spent on fertilizer.
You see the result of that when there's less water that's needed to go on those pastures in order to make them productive.
Slaughter hopes this will provide more information on how farmers can preserve resources and work efficiently while reducing their carbon footprint. Koczera, KAMC News.